Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to make this octopus or jellyfish, depending on how many tentacles you use, or put on it, I mean. So this pattern is actually by Code Panda Bands. Also, I do apologize if you wanted me to call you by your name, I'm not sure what it is, but that's her channel, and I'm going to link it down in the description. So, yeah. It's super cute. This is what I'm going to be making in the video today, this green one with the pink and teal tentacles. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the pattern and talk about a few things before we get started. Okay, so this is the pattern as well as the band count up here if you wanted to screenshot it and go make it. I also want to mention the pattern will be in the description and all that. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys about the band count. So it's 329 for like whatever color you want the body to be, and then it's 120 for the tentacles. So each tentacle has 15 rubber bands, and there's 8. So, but yeah, so I'm gonna be using 8. I'm gonna be making 8 in the video. And you can make as many as you want, but if you make more, your band count will go up by 15 for the tentacles. In this video, I did half blue, half teal, and half pink, so it's 60 for each color. But yeah, so these are the rubber bands that I used for this video, for this tutorial. I believe it's called like the glitter treasure box. All of them are from the same treasure box, so yeah. This is how big it is compared to the hook, if you guys are interested in that. So it's decent sized. I'd say it's a pretty easy make. I'd say it's pretty fast. It's really just like a lot of single rows, if you saw on the pattern earlier. Another thing I wanted to talk about is the eyes. So I used beads, like just normal pony beads for this. So I'm also not sure what millimeter they are, like how big they are. They're just normal ones. I don't know if that like helps you guys out, but I bought them a really long time ago, so I have absolutely no idea how big they are or how big like pony beads usually are, so, but I'm pretty sure they're around that. But yeah, so in the tutorial, I made this one, and I did 4 stitches in between the eyes, just like this. I also want to mention that I talk about this later in the tutorial if you want to just hear it later, if that's easier for you. But this is the finished product of it, so. And this one, this is not the one I made in the tutorial. I made this one yesterday, and I put 5 stitches in between it. It's kind of hard to see because it's darker, but the eyes are right here. And personally, I think I like this one more. I do apologize because it's kind of hard to see right now. But for the original design, she had the eyes on 4 and 7. I did write down on the piece of paper that I put them on 4 and 10. For this one, I put them on 4 and 10. And then on this one, I did 4 and 9. But, yeah. Also, I'm so sorry if this is confusing. But, yeah, I hope it all makes sense in the end. So, let's go ahead and get started. I also want to say thank you to Code Panda Bands for letting me make this tutorial for her. I think it's so cute. Okay guys, we're gonna go ahead and get started with making the body for our octopus. So yeah, for row, the band count, I almost forgot to tell you guys again. The band count is gonna be 329 for this purple, and I'm gonna be using like this green. It's from the glitter treasure box, I think it's called. I think it's only sold at Michael's, but I'm not 100% sure. But we're gonna start row 1 by making a magic ring of 6. Oops. moving the paper. So we're going to start off by wrapping a band around our hook 3 times, just like that. And then we're going to pull 6 rubber bands through. We're going to make a stitch just like that. Then we're going to go back through the 3 loops. And we're going to repeat that process until we have 6 stitches. Okay, now you should have 6 stitches around, counting this one on your hook right here. And I'm going to put a little C-clip on the one that was on my hook, just so that you guys can see what row, how far I am in the row and stuff. Okay guys, for row 2, we're going to be increasing everything. So we're going to go into this stitch right here, not the little tiny stitch on the side. And we're going to pull a stitch through, and for an increase we're going to pull 2 stitches through, so it should look like that, and we're going to do that all the way around. So we're just putting 2 stitches in each loop. Okay, now that I'm almost done, when you count around, you should have 12 stitches. And I'm going to go ahead and move my C-clip up. Okay guys, for row 3, we're going to be doing a single crochet increase. So we're going to start, we're just going to do a single, so 1 stitch in the loop. And in the next one, we're going to be putting 2 stitches in there. And we're just going to be repeating that process till we get to the end of this round. Okay, now when you count around, you should have 18 stitches, and I'm going to go ahead and move this C-clip up. Okay guys, for row 4, we're going to be doing 2 single crochets and an increase. So we're just going to be doing 2 single stitches, and then now we're going to be putting 2 stitches inside of this 3rd one right here. And we're just going to repeat that process. This octopus comes together really quick. But yeah, because really it's just like a lot of single rows. So yeah. Wait. Okay, I'll be right back, guys, because I just did a few wrong, so. Okay, I increased too early, so I had to go back and fix that, but it's all good now. So now you should have 24 stitches, and I'm going to go ahead and move up my C-clip. Okay, guys, so for rows 5, 6, 7, and 8, we're going to be doing single rows all the way around. So I'm actually going to start off one of the rows with you guys because somebody said in my last tutorial that they were a little confused what I meant by that, so I do apologize for not showing you guys that. But yeah, so basically we're just going to be doing singles all the way around, and what I mean by that is we're just going to be putting 1 band in each loop, all the way around, and we're going to be doing 4 rows, because even though there's like all of these are single rows, we are going to pause at row 9 because I'm going to show you guys where to put the eyes at. So that's why I said just do 4 rows. And I like to put bands out, and then I'll just take 1 for each row, and you just do single crochets all the way around. So I'm going to go ahead and get all these rows done, and then I'll be back. Okay guys, for row 9, it's still single crocheting, except, oops, sorry, the paper was moving. But we're going to be adding the eyes on this row. So, this, obviously guys, this isn't my pattern. I'm just making a tutorial for, Code Panda Bands. I'm not sure what her name is, so sorry. But she said in the pattern to put the eyes on 4 and 7. Personally, I thought it was a little close, so I put my eyes on 4 and 10. And this is what it looks like. The eyes are a little far apart, to be honest, I think. But I don't think it's, like, super bad. And I'm so sorry that it's kind of hard to see. But I tried to move the light closer so you could see the eyes. But, so, for where she put them, let me see. 7. So, this is what the eyes would look like, kind of, if you put them in 4 and 7. And to be honest, I think I'm going to put mine like this time. So I'm going to leave 4 stitches between the eyes. But, oops. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that before you put them on. But yeah. Okay guys, so now we're going to go ahead and get started. So I'm going to start by doing 3 single crochets. Also, you should have seen in the beginning, I'll try and remember to show you guys about the eyes, because I'm going to put the eyes a little bit closer for this jellyfish, or like octopus. Oh my gosh. But also, I forgot to mention, I'm just using pony beads. I'm not sure how big they are, but like, they're just like normal ones. I think the normal ones are like 6mm, but I'm not too sure. I only have them because, like, I used to make bracelets with them, so, yeah. But for this one, I'm going to be doing 4 stitches in between the, eyes. So. But, yeah. So for the rest of the row, we're just going to be doing single crochets. So I'm going to pick up some bands and then I'll be back. Okay. So you also might be thinking that the eyes are kind of pushing out a lot. But that's because we just have to push them in a little bit. But I'm going to finish this row and then I'll show you guys how to do that. But yeah, hopefully, because if you guys didn't know, I filmed the intro after I make the tutorial so that I can show you guys what I made in the video. So I'm going to try and remember to, like, talk about the eyes, because I put them in 2 different spots for each one. So. Okay, you should still have 24 stitches, by the way, and I'm going to go ahead and move up my C-clip. And I like to stretch mine out a little bit sometimes. You don't have to do that. Also, you don't want to stretch it out too much. I just like to stretch it out a little bit once I've done a bunch of rows. But, so as you can see, the eyes are like poking out, and these ones, they're not. So, basically, you just want to like push it in, and you'll see where like the stitch is right there, and you kind of want to push it around it. And now it should be good. And if you wanted it to be back to normal, you can just pull it out, like back to how it was. But I like mine going in a little bit, so I'm just going to do that. And yeah, that's what it's looking like right now. Okay, so now we're going to be doing some more single rows. So we're going to do a total of 4 rows. I have them right here. But for row 10, we're going to be doing single crochets. Row 11, single crochets. Row 12, single crochets. And row 13, we're going to be doing single crochets. So I'm not going to show you guys this time because I did show you guys earlier. So I'm going to go do those 4 rows off camera and then I'll be back. Okay guys, for row 14, we're going to be doing single crochets in the front loop only. Some people also call it a half stitch, but I just call it going into the front loop only, but yeah, it's the same thing. So instead of going into the whole stitch like this, we're just gonna take this first one. And yeah, we're just gonna do that all the way around. And we're actually almost done with this, because the design, it's not like super big, but it's not like small either. It's kind of just a lot of single rows. So I'd say it's pretty simple. It's a fast little make. And yeah. But yeah, you're just gonna go into the front loop only. I also thought of this earlier, like before I started recording. And I know it's an octopus, but you could also make it a jellyfish. Like in the purple one that I made, the purple and blue one, I only added 8 legs, so it could be an octopus. But like if you wanted, you could add extra legs and you could call it a jellyfish, or you could still do 8 legs and call it a jellyfish. But yeah, I just thought of that earlier. I was like, oh, this could be like a 2-in-1 kind of, because they're kind of similar. But yeah. Okay, we made it all the way around. You should still have 24 stitches, by the way. And yeah. So now you can see there's kind of like this lip right here. And I don't know how well you'll be able to see it because it's a dark color, but it's pretty flat on the bottom, so yeah. Okay guys, now we're doing row 14, and it's just gonna be single crochet decreases. I'm gonna show you guys what a decrease is. But yeah, so now we're going into the full stitch, guys, and we're just gonna do a single crochet, and then for a decrease, we're gonna grab that first loop again of 1, and then we're gonna go into the back loop of the next stitch, so it should be looking like that. And we're gonna put that together, make a stitch, and we're gonna be doing that all the way around. There's other ways of decreasing as well. This is just how I decrease most of my things, so yeah. Some people, like other people that make tutorials, sometimes they'll do decreases differently, but I try and just do this, to be honest, because there's one type of decrease where like it takes more bands, so I try to do this on most of my designs just to cut down on some of the bands that you need to use. So okay, now we should have 16 stitches when we count around. Okay guys, for row 16, we're going to be decreasing all the loops, but I would like to say you can go ahead and stuff your like octopus or jellyfish now. I'm going to stuff after row 16, but yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys. So we're going to go into that first loop again, if I could grab it, and the back loop of the next one. And we're going to do that all the way until we get to our C-clip. So we're decreasing everything, but we're not decreasing all the way to the point where we're tying it off right now. So yeah. But yeah, once I finish this row, I am going to go ahead and stuff it, and then I'll tell you guys how to do the next row. And when you count around, you should have 8 stitches. Sorry also guys, I just realized that like it was all the way up here, but yeah. Okay guys, for row 17, we're going to be decreasing 4 times and tying it off. You can decrease more if you need to, but that's just, I put decrease 4 because that's how many decreases I'm going to do, and I'm going to tie off on the last one. But yeah, so I went ahead and took my C-clip off as well, just because we're closing it off. So yeah. And also this is gonna be, so just like that, pull everything through your hook and slip knot it just like that, and then you can go ahead and hide it. What I was gonna say though is that's all you're gonna use for your main color. Mine was like this green. It kind of looks yellow on the camera, but it's like a yellowish green type of color. But yeah, so that's the body. And now we're gonna go ahead and get started on the tentacles. Oof. Okay guys, for the tentacles, I'm gonna be using like this pink color and this teal color. So the band count for the tentacles is 120, but since I'm using 2 colors, it's only 60 for each. But yeah, so I also did 2 colors. In this one I did a dark blue and a light blue. So I'm just gonna be doing that same thing. And yeah, so for this one, I'm gonna do 8 tentacles. So if you want to do more, you can. Like I was saying earlier, it could be an octopus or a jellyfish, depending on what you want it to be. But yeah, I'm just gonna do 8 tentacles because that's what I did on this one, just for reference. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay guys, I'm gonna start by making a teal tentacle. So basically, when I made this one, I kind of went back and forth by making the 2 colors. So yeah, because so what I did was I made the tentacle and then I attached it right away, and I just did that until I was done. So basically for the tentacles, if you've ever made like a single chain bracelet, like I don't have any by me right now, I don't think, but that's basically all it is. It's just, you just don't like close it off, you know, like with that in the C-clip. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap a band around our hook just like that, and we're gonna chain up. I use 15 on each color, so yeah. And you're just gonna chain that up just like this. You can also make it on your finger or on a loom if you want. But I do it best on the hook, but yeah. So I'm gonna do that, and then, so you're gonna end up making a total of 8 of these if you're making an octopus, or you can make more if you want, whatever you want to do. So I'm gonna look at something and then I'll be back to show you guys how I put it on there. Okay guys, so I really hope that this doesn't sound too confusing, but basically where I put the tentacles at on this one, so right here on row 15 where we did the single crochets and a decrease, I basically put all the tentacles on one of the decreases from row 15. So yeah, and how you can like tell where that is for row 14 we went into the front loops only, so you can kind of see like this circle right here, and it's that next row down that we're going to be putting the tentacles on. And yeah, so basically you just want to find where the decrease is and go into it just like that. And I have it on my hook, on my hand I mean, and I'm just going to take that first loop and I'm going to pull it through, grab the other one, and I'm going to slip knot it right like that. But I'm not going to pull it tight. I'm just going to pull it through just like that, and it's just going to stay just like that. You can tie it and hide it inside the thing. I just kind of found it easier to just do it like that. So I'm going to go ahead and make some more tentacles, and I'm going to like show you guys how I put them on each time. And so yeah, I'll be back. Okay guys, I have another tentacle made. So I'm going to go ahead and pick it up, and once you get one on, it's kind of easier to find the rest of the decreases and where you need to be putting them on. So this next one is going to be a single, and this next one after that should be a decrease. And you can kind of tell because you can kind of see how like you're picking up the front and the back loop on this. And we're just going to grab that first loop, pull it through, grab the other one, slip knot it, not too tight, and you're just going to pull the tentacle through, and it should be good to go just like that. So I'm gonna make another one, and I'm gonna keep showing you guys how I'm putting them on, and yeah. Okay guys, I made one more, and also, I don't know if I mentioned this already, but you don't have to put your tentacles in the same spot as me if you don't want to. You can absolutely put them wherever you'd like. I just want to show you guys where I'm putting mine, so that if you wanted yours to look just like this, it can. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of the tentacles and put them on, and I'm hoping that you guys get the gist of what I'm saying, and I'll be back to show you guys what it looks like when I'm done. Okay guys, so this is what my octopus, jellyfish, whatever you want to call it, this is what it's looking like. Also, I do apologize because I'm not sure if I said this already, but each little like tentacle chain is only 15 rubber bands for the whole thing. So if you wanted to add more, that's how many more extra bands you're gonna need for each tentacle. So yeah. Okay guys, we are now done making our octopus or jellyfish, whichever one you made. I want to thank Code Panda Bands for allowing me to make this tutorial for her. It's so cute, and yeah, it was super fun. So thank you guys for making it with me. And yeah, so I haven't made it yet, like I haven't made one, because if you guys haven't noticed, I like to make one before I film the tutorial just so I can show you guys like certain things. Like I showed you guys about the tentacles and the eyes. I like to be able to show you guys that before I actually do it, so I try to make one of the, like, whatever the tutorial is for, I try and make one before I actually make the tutorial. But I am making a lemon for basketball looms, a little like jelly cat lemon. So yeah, I haven't made one yet, as I was saying, but there will be a tutorial coming for that soon too. So yeah, stay tuned. Okay, and that's all for today's tutorial. Bye guys!